Good morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime, wherever and whenever you may be watching. Thanks for clicking. Today's video, I'm going to go over my 3 picks for the spring of 2023, also at 3 different price points. Coming in at the cheapest on this list is Ultraviolet Man by Paco Rabanne. I love this fragrance. I don't think I've ever been without a bottle of it. Again, some of that is due to how cheap it is. I think 100ml of this at the moment is probably £30, maybe £35. But it's so worth it. So this is the fragrance that got me into perfume, because when I smelled it, I'd never smelled anything like it. It was so unique. And to be honest, I've never smelled anything like it since. Some people say Bleecker Street by Bond Number 9 smells like this. It does to an extent, but again, this sort of stands on its own to my nose. I love it. It's got this very sweet amber going on, but it's not like sweet, like bubblegum, because there's this mint / fresh cut grass thing going on that just makes this so good in spring. I think in the summer months when it's really hot, the amber is too much for the daytime. Like in the nighttime, perfect, but in the daytime, hot heat, it could be a bit cloying. But for spring, this is insane. One of my favorite fragrances of all time. Ultraviolet Man by Paco Rabanne. Then for the mid-range option, I've gone with Cape Heartache by Imaginary Authors. I'm a big fanboy of Imaginary Authors, so I do have a few bottles, and for me, this one works best for spring. I think just because of the notes, they do list the notes on the back. You've got Douglas fir, pine resin, western hemlock, so a lot of woodsy sort of notes, but there is a strawberry note as well. It's not overpowering. It's not like a clash of, woods and then fruit. It just kind of, it really sets the scene. It puts your mind in that place that you're walking through a forest and maybe there's some fruit bushes in the distance. I do get a pencil shavings vibe from this, but I'm not mad at that. I do actually quite like it. Again, it just puts me so much in the mind of walking through some woods, which living in West Wales, there's a lot of woods to walk through. And springtime, you can really start, going out there. It's not too wet, it's not too muddy. Just puts me in the mind of that. Price-wise, their biggest size is these 50ml bottles, and I think you can buy them in the UK for £90. So it's not super cheap, but what I will say is the staying power is there. I'll probably do a review on this one soon, but you do get a good 7-8 hours, and it smells like walking through a woods. It's real nice. Finally, the most expensive one on this list, and what a lot of people consider the king of spring fragrances, Green Irish Tweed by Creed. I do agree that I think it just encapsulates spring. Where I said about Cape Heartache kind of smells like a walk through the woods, this smells much more like a walk through open fields. The sun is coming down, but it's not too hot. Maybe you're sort of on the coast where there's a sea in the distance. I did a review on this, and sometimes when you smell a fragrance and you can think it smells like a blue fragrance, or it smells like a green, herbaceous, like grassy sort of fragrance. This smells like the color turquoise. To me, this smells like the perfect in between of fresh green, but also sort of like watery blue. It does remind me a lot of Cool Water by Davidoff. There's something in both of those fragrances, this and Cool Water, which just makes it last forever, and at least to my nose. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's K-Lone or something like that, but it just lasts forever, like 10, 11 more hours. But to me, the price on this, it's a struggle to sort of justify. There are differences. If I spray them on skin, I could tell at this point that what's Green Irish Tweed and what's Cool Water. But 100ml of this, I think, is about £250 if you buy it at retail, maybe even more than £250 now. Whereas Cool Water is like 20 quid, something like that. But regardless, the elegance, the classiness is timeless. There are some fragrances out now that people go, oh, this is the new sort of timeless fragrance. But personally, I can imagine it dying down after like 10, 15, 20 years. This, I don't think will ever go away. It's just a formula that works and it encapsulates spring. That's Green Irish Tweed by Creed. That's going to be it, guys and gals, for my top 3 for spring of 2023. There's a lot that could have gone in this list, but those are the 3 that are really standing out to me this year. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Catch you on the next video. Peace.